Hey guys, it's Tammy Suggs with the Cameron team here of Coldwell Banker Seacoast Advantage in Wilmington, North Carolina. Wanted to shoot just a really quick video on first-time home ownership and agency in North Carolina. There are 3 different types of agency in North Carolina. There's seller agency, there's buyer agency, and then there's dual agency. Seller agency is where a seller has their home on the market for sale. They have an agent that represents them in their best interest. That is seller agency. As a home buyer, you have your very own agent to represent you and to speak for you in the process, in the contract process, and who has your very best interest at heart, and that's buyer agency. I'm a buyer's agent. And then you have dual agency. Dual agency is where the buyer and the seller are both represented by agents that work under the same firm's roof. So if you have a Coldwell Banker listing that we go to see, and you're a Coldwell Banker buyer, then the buyer and the seller are both represented by Coldwell Banker agents. So we both work under the same roof. That's considered dual agency because that firm represents both sides of the transaction. That's agency in North Carolina in a nutshell. And then the first step in getting you into your home is getting you pre-approved. So the very first step is for me to get you to a lender and to find out your purchasing power and to find that magic number that you are comfortable with monthly on a mortgage payment. So the first step is getting you pre-approved. Once we get that pre-approval number and your pre-approval letter, then the fun begins. We hop in the car and we go look at houses, and we find your dream home, because we will absolutely find your dream home. And once we find that home, then I put that contract together for you. I put pen to paper and I submit that contract, your offer to purchase, to the seller's agent. Seller's agent then talks to the seller. We negotiate back and forth. Once we agree upon a purchase price, a close date, due diligence date, potential closing cost, or any personal items that you see in there that you would like to remain to convey. Once we agree upon, seller and buyer agree upon those terms and conditions and dates, then that is considered the effective date. And the effective date is a big one in the contract, because the due diligence date hinges off of the effective date. So once we agree and we're under contract and we have that effective date, then we move into the due diligence period. And there is a due diligence date. The due diligence period, usually here in Wilmington, we're seeing 21 to 30 days. During that due diligence period, you are going to you're going to do your due diligence to inspect the home. So we're going to do a pest inspection, a home inspection, an HVAC inspection. We're going to do a survey. Your appraisal is going to be ordered by your lender. You're going to get your insurance locked in during that time. You're also going to get your loan commitment letter from your lender. And that is all going to happen during the due diligence period. That's why you need 21 to 30 days, because there's a lot that happens during that due diligence period. Also, when we do the home inspection and the pest inspection, and if there are items that are discovered that need repair, and we are going to ask the seller to repair those items for us prior to closing, then we negotiate that during that due diligence period as well for repairs. Repairs do not have to be completed prior to the due diligence period, but they have to be negotiated, agreed upon, and signed off on prior to the due diligence period. And once we move past the due diligence period, all is well. We are moving to the closing table. That's the super fun, exciting time. That's pretty much the whole process. I know it seems huge and scary and big and spooky, but it's really not bad, because you've got me holding your hand. You've got your lender walking you through, holding your hand through the whole financing process. We do have attorneys. We have all the vendors, the inspectors, the surveyors, everybody that you need in the process. We have those available for you. So don't let it scare you. Oh my gosh, who do we use to do a survey? We've got that all taken care of for you. So just wanted to kind of walk you through that whole process of being a first-time home buyer. Because it does seem a little overwhelming. It's uncharted waters for you. So that's why you need a buyer's agent. So if you've got any questions, you've got any concerns, or if you are ready to buy a house, you can call me, Tammy Suggs, with the Cameron team at 910-612-6630, or you can email me at tammysuggs@seacoastrealty.com. You can also check us out on the web at www.thecameronteam.net. And I hope that you have a super fantastic and awesome day. Thanks. Bye-bye.